Hello and welcome back to Coffee Cup Moments. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rebecca and I'm glad that you're here today. Over the weekend I went to an amazing women's conference at our church and they were talking about the call in general with regards to what God has placed on our hearts. And this is something that I feel at the moment, like there are so many people out there that don't actually know what the call is in general, but also, there's a deep cry within us. And I think that's something that I wanted to speak about today. So today I hope you have the word. And basically, I want to read from Psalm 143:8. And it says, "Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you. Show me the way I should go, for to you I lift up my soul." You know, this is a beautiful psalm and it's something that I think really speaks to a lot of us. I think as I said, there is a deep desire within us to know God. And when we do hear God's voice, that stillness, I think sometimes we feel that we are waiting for this booming voice to speak to us. And actually, that's not how it works at all. And God is speaking to many of us deep within, there's a quiet whisper within us, and that is what awakens our soul. There's a song by Chris Tomlin that I heard again over the weekend, and it's so beautiful because, when God awakens us, when He awakens us, sorry, when our soul comes alive to His word, there's something that happens, and there's a thirst and a hunger, a passion to fulfill what God is asking us to do. And that only comes from us actually spending time with Him to reflect on His word, this beautiful thing that I keep talking about. And, from that, He will speak to us, deep within. And so this is something that I feel that a lot of people are asking, a lot of people are seeking, that the word, we are seeking His love. And that is basically, I think, what our desire is to know Him, for Him to know us, a deeper connection of His unfailing love. And I watched over the weekend these people just melt away as they seen God move, as they heard His voice, as they saw just, I don't know, just powerful moves of the Spirit. And this wasn't, something that, it wasn't as if, that the deaf heard, or the blind see, but it was from within, that these strongholds that we have, the lies that we've taken on board, those sorts of things were set free, and that enabled us to then hear what God was actually saying, who we are, our identity in Him. That then released this passion, this desire, and this worship. I talked about last week about having this that there would be an outpouring of God for Him to hear our worship, that we would just commit everything to Him, and that it wasn't about us, that it was actually about Him and His desires and His will for us, His purpose for us. And also, I think that our prayers are changing, that our prayers, can sometimes be that we want Him to guide us in what He wants us to do, but they can actually be self-centered if we don't actually recognize that God has the power to actually change the direction of our lives. And actually, sometimes God will ask us to do something that we don't want to do, and yet we're praying for Him to release us, to, give us that deep desire, the call that He's placed on our lives. And actually, when He asks us to do the very thing that we've been, wanting from Him, it's too much. It's too much for us to change our lives, whether that means changing our jobs or changing the countries that we live in. I remember being in the UK and God calling myself and my husband to New Zealand, and there wasn't actually any point in that journey that we said no, because I think that when you have that awakening within your soul, you will do whatever it is that God is asking you, no matter how crazy that it seems, because it's His power that will see your destiny through. It's through His will, that our purpose comes forth. And I think that we need to, get rid of any any selfish desires, and actually that when we are praying for his guidance, that is when he will move powerfully. So I hope that that this speaks to you. Don't forget to subscribe and to ask for the notifications to receive any new videos that I post. Please and comment below. Any questions that you have, please feel free again to comment below, because I would love to connect with you. Also, connect anything through social media. So I hope to see you next week, and don't forget to drink your coffee.